Welcome to Ganon's castle. Your seat is about finished. Or if you're playing with open bridge, these are Spear Zero checks. Have fun with that. I would recommend starting with the middle. Since this is progression, you do have to do this to beat your seed. To beat every seed that has a Ganondorf win condition. Ganon. Yeah, you can... With those Denafos, basically what I did was I charged up the red spin, released that, and then I just jump slash them to death. Or in this case, power crouch stab them. Or the Stalfos. This left side one. Run over and jump slash it. And then crouch stab. Preferably don't hit the shield. And that Stalfos decides it wants to hang out on the fire. Grab your validation chest. Yeah. Also another reason to go middle first. Like, if you need the light arrows, they could be there. Would save you from checking the rest of Ganon's castle. Plus, there is the light arrow hint that we will be getting. Now I'll show you how to use forwards for that. This room with the iron knuckles. I'd probably recommend for beginners to fight them one at a time. Let me show fighting them both. So, stand about here. I prefer to have the camera this way, so that I don't have to turn it in the middle and start the fight. Okay, I guess we're showing one at a time. Yeah, activate the other one. Yeah, that was a pretty scuff fight there. I was trying to show both at the same time. I was trying to do that strat, but the Black Iron Knuckle just decided it didn't want to wake up, apparently. So, actually I should show these. If you need them, there's arrows on the right side. There's also health if you're not full health. There's also magic on the left. There's also arrows over there. So, for getting the light arrow hint, this is the spot you would leave your forwards. And then here you would save your game. Then come up the steps, and we're gonna have a talk with Ganondorf. Gonna do evil villain things and tell you exactly where the item you need to defeat him is. So this text box when he like gets the Triforce on his hand. The green text, that is where your light arrows are. It says your pocket because I started with light arrows, but say if your light arrows are in Gerudo Training Grounds, it would say Gerudo Training Grounds. If it's in Kokiri Forest, it would say Kokiri Forest. And yeah, basically vice versa for every area in the game. From here you can reset. And then yeah, if you're just light arrows from Go, and you know you can get them, go and grab them now. Leave the rest of the checks here. So let's say you might need a bow or a magic for Go, or your lights are hinted in Ganon's castle. What order should we do the checks? Not relevant for the Season 7 scrubs, but I would recommend Light Trail first, since there's 8 checks in there, and they're all very quick. 6 that are just spawned in. 1 that you have to kill the enemies to spawn. And then 1 more from playing Zelda's Lullaby. However, for the Season 7 Scrubs tournament, these checks are junked. So do not go into light trial in scrub settings. Future seasons, maybe they'll be enabled again. I don't know. A year's a long time. So if we're going right to left, next will be Spirit Trial. There's a hookshot-less strat, but I'm not showing it off. It's never relevant in scrubs, as you will always have a hookshot by the time you get in here. Because Forest Temple, Water, Shadow, Spirit. That's 4 dungeons that require hookshots. And you have to beat 5 dungeons to beat the seeds, so that means hookshot is required to beat every seed, no matter what your dungeon combination is. Unless you're playing with settings that's less than 4 dungeons, but I'm not really going to get into that. You don't have to kill the slugs, but I'm going to because I want to explain some things. This switch, just jump slash, grab your chest. And then there is one more chest in here. It's an invisible chest. So if you have lens, you can use it to peek if you need it. The intended way to do this chest is you drop a bomb shoe through this hole, then it goes and blows up the switch. There's another way we can do this with the bow. We're gonna do something called bow extension. So what it's gonna do is it's gonna extend Link's arm through this wall hitbox. Currently can't get an arrow through here. And we just need a little more to get Link's bow past the hitbox. So what we're gonna do, you wanna hold up, and then while you're holding up, you're gonna push A, and then you're gonna push your bow button really quick. So like here, now my bow is going through the wall, and we can shoot an arrow through it. And that's also how you would do hookshot extension. Basically the same, but replace bow with hookshot. So come over here, grab your invisible chest. And this would also skip needing bomb chews if, say, you just don't find any or you never bought any. So yeah, bow extension, that's actually a pretty underrated trick to know. Just cause you might just never find a bomb chew throughout the seed. And yeah, logically that check needs bomb chews, since you could, once you have a bomb bag, go to Night Market and buy bomb chews there. That would be why that check logically needs bomb bag. So over in Forest Trial, there's one check. Just defeat the Wolfos. And then this is pretty much it. So get check. Move on. And then go left. Next is Water Trial. This one has 2 chests. Left corner and right corner. There's also this blue fire here. So say you need to do the King Zora check. This could be a way to bottle up a blue fire. And then go over if you're going towards Ice Cavern. Go unfreeze them that way. So Shadow Trail is next. And I should mention it, but Fire Trail has no checks inside of it. There's no chest, no freestandings, no nothing. So for this one, you hookshot over, you hover over, or there's Song of Time blocks here. And then there's one more chest in the back here. Option 1, you use fire arrows and you light these torches. Jump across all these blocks. There's also a block behind the lake here. Then you can go over and light this torch. Then you'd use this invisible walkway, you jump on that switch. But I'm gonna show another way to do this. We're gonna do this without fire arrows. So you will need long shot for this method. Long shot this torch here, and then we're gonna long shot this like. Oh, and I should have mentioned this also requires hover boots. So yeah, if you long shot a like, it brings you over to them. Then we hover this gap. And then you use this lockway, hover over, and hit the switch. If it's a small chest, you can't hookshot it. But yeah, if it's small, you don't need to come back anyway. Or yeah, and if I should mention, if the chest is big, you can just hookshot it. Or no, you need long shot to hit it. You can relight the torch if you're doing the fire arrow method. So yeah, if you're doing the long shot method, then and this is a small chest that you need, then you will need to do this room twice. It's very hard to see the torch from here. Yeah, like from this one, you could shot the chest. Or just walk up here. Chest. That is the last chest. Also, I should probably... Let me go back to main room. But this is where you would just F-wind... This is where you would F-wind back if you find your lighters in here. Yeah, that's the last check of the dungeon. But let me show something off real quick. Is down here. There's an invisible wall here. There's a bunch of fairies here. Also, there's a bunch of business scrubs down here for some reason. I don't know why, but I doubt they get much business in here. Especially since you need to open the bridge to get through these guys. So I doubt they have many visitors other than Link these days. Me trying to make bad jokes. So this rightmost one is a red potion, which kind of useless when you have fairies. This is arrows, which you can get a refill before Ganondorf. Like, the big thing down here is the fairies. And if you could also bottle these fairies up, bring them up if you need them. Yeah, this is bombs, and then this guy is a green potion. This could probably be the most useful one if you're struggling with the Ganondorf fight. You could bring this green potion in. But yeah, biggest thing down here is the fairies. Since you could just go bottle some up for in-game. So yeah, now with that showed, let's do as I said before, and let's go back up. And I will have to go up these stairs again. So I guess we're just gonna pretend like let's pretend I found lighters and Shadow in like the second Shadow Trial chest. So now back into here, we're gonna skip through this text. And yes, I should mention it, but you need bow magic lights. Those are the 3 items you need to beat Ganondorf. So fight starts. I'm gonna store a jump slash. If you'd have Big Goron Sword, you would store the Big Goron Sword instead. Now what I want to equip is I do not do my equips until I'm done with this cutscene. I want light arrows, hammer, and a bottle. And if you jump slash Big Goron Sword, make sure to equip your Master Sword for the Ganon fight. So now unpause. We're gonna get on this wall. Now, when you're on the ledge, he's gonna do the electric ball attack. Make sure you go up a little bit so we can't hit it back. Light arrows. And then time your crouch stab as well. Ah. I guess I could show... I don't know if he's gonna do it at this health though. Okay, I need to get him a little lower. So yeah, this is basically how the fight would work. I'm gonna intentionally leave him there since I want to show one other attack that... Yeah, if you do miss the one cycle, be sure to get on the wall here. Otherwise, you will get knocked down if he punches the floor. He can't knock you down if you're on the wall. That's not the attack I want. Hit me. If this happens, just equip your long shine. Use that to go back up. Come on, Gandorf. Do the big chargy attack. No, that's not what I want. You're one hit from death. You should be able to do it. No, that's not what I want. Maybe I could bait him over here to do it? Yeah, this is it. If he does this big charging attack, just hit him with light arrows. Basically a free hit. And yeah, 10 jump slashes or crouch stabs, that's the number needed to defeat Ganondorf. Now we're on to the Ganon fight. For this, sword jump slash before you get to like here. And yes, Master Sword jump slash is what we want stored. This is one of 2 enemies in the game that takes more damage from the Master Sword than Big Goron. And during this cutscene, we will lose the Master Sword, but we do have the Master Sword damage stored. So if we crouch stab the hammer or the Big Goron sword, that means we will do a Master Sword damage to Ganon. So we'll only need 4 hits compared to 10 with Big Goron sword. If you don't have either hammer or Big Goron sword, then you can Deku Nut the tail. And if you don't have either of those, then use anything else you have. Hookshot, bow, just anything else. So for this fight, roll through the legs and just crouch stab the tail with either your hammer or your Big Goron sword. So pick up your Master Sword again and then go jump slash his face. And as before, crouch stab and roll through his legs. So yeah, roll, crouch stab. Okay, yeah, if something like that happens, it's probably better to just reset and try to fix that situation. Yeah, that is Ganondorf, or Ganon, not Ganondorf. That's the pig down. All we have to do is watch this cutscene. Get our blue magic-y sword and go stab the pig in the face. And congratulations, you've beaten your seed. So yeah, I hope that these guys, I hope that they've helped with showing the route through dungeons and showing off important tricks. And yeah, for anyone that's watching and doing the Scrubs tournament, good luck and have fun. And I'll see you next time.